2 days, two signals, and one warning here, ladies and gentlemen. Israel is now speaking again. And the world is listening again because when Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu hints, he really hints without any reason. You're watching Times XP. My name is Dhriti Atri, and let's start with what just happened. Netanyahu stood inside Israel's parliament and his voice was really calm. Strong words, and then he said something that made the diplomats sit up. Iran will never be allowed to restart its nuclear program, not negotiate, not delay, never. But he didn't stop there. Netanyahu went further. He said Israel will also make sure Iran cannot rebuild its ballistic missile industry, its long-range strike capability, and then came the most serious demand. All enriched uranium must be removed. All nuclear sites must be strictly monitored. Now, this is not diplomacy, right? This was a red line speech. Now comes the second hint, and this is why the alarms are ringing now. Netanyahu added one more line, a very careful line, by the way. He said Israel supports the Iranian people and their aspirations for freedom. That sentence matters because when leaders say this, it's usually, just a big blow. This means that change is being discussed, not just policy change, but power change. And this is where the Maduro comparison it comes in. Across global media, analysts are asking that is Israel hinting at a Maduro-style operation? Targeted, sudden, and leadership confused. Not war, not invasion, but decisive action at the top. The kind of move that shakes a regime without tanks rolling in. But why now? Why this week? Because Netanyahu didn't speak alone here. Behind these words is a key meeting. On December 29, Netanyahu met US President Mr. Donald Trump in Florida. Official agenda, Gaza ceasefire, of course, regional stability, but unofficial focus, Venezuela, Iran. And according to Netanyahu, they are fully focused and fully aligned. But you know what this aligned really means here? It means no nuclear comeback for Iran, no missile revival here, no unchecked facilities, but also no waiting forever. Netanyahu's tone, it suggests urgency, as if the time is running out, as if something is approaching. Now Khamenei is at the center. Iran is not just a government, right? It is a system built around just one man, their supreme leader, the great man Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. He is the final authority, the symbol of their regime, the decision maker. Change him and the entire structure it shakes. And that's why comparisons to Maduro's captures, it is resuffering, not because it's confirmed, but because the idea itself, it is being floated. So the question is this a war signal? Not yet, but there is no declaration, no troop movement. In fact, no official plan that has been announced, but geopolitics, it works on signals, not just actions. And Netanyahu has now sent two strong signals in 2 days. That is not a coincidence, ladies and gentlemen. And in the meantime, what about Iran's nuclear file here? Here's the core fear. If Iran rebuilds enrichment, restarts missile production, limits inspection, Israel believes that the window closes. And when the window closes, countries act. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's the most important line and why it matters. Netanyahu said a decisive moment must be approaching. That phrase, it is loaded. It means decisions are being weighed. Options are on the table waiting. It may no longer be the strategy here. So right now, Israel is watching, the US is backing, Iran is being watched. This is pressured diplomacy at its highest level. Not loud war drums, but quiet preparations. So, here's a question. Is this just tough talk to scare Tehran? Or is the world watching the early signs of once unthinkable operation being discussed?